show him our appreciation. I just think.
I do have a question. I can't agree more, first of all. So I'm for it no matter what. I don't know why the sign was ever taken down that was there when I was a kid.
But that
Coming on the river, for a different subject.
that
But
was business.
the whole thing was brought in, saying that we were going to pay to install this. So did we find out what that cost?
Oh, that should be a minimal cost. They produce the sign.
They're doing everything if it's set concrete or whatever, which wouldn't be that much.
I'm all for it. I'm also daily amazed at the cost of some of these other things, like designing, getting the engineering for.
We talked about last time, we talked to Johnny about that, see if it's appropriate. Like, I'll just throw this out there, where you see that development, look at that area. That was one thing that they were looking at in the past. I know we had two that I know of. We looked at that area about future commercial endeavors. And that if they did that, they would be co-parked with parking. I'm all in favor of having Johnny's deal there.
But the thing is, if some should materialize in the future, it can always be relocated. That thing.
Well, or we could take a small section of a development and still have a monument there for him in the middle of it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
those are,
That seems like that could be an asset.
those are the things that always
Like
be
you,
worked
I
out.
remember that sign being out there. I think it's back, go back here and back in it was.
Yeah, it's gotta be totally rebuilt.
Oh, yeah.
No, that thing's still going, but it's the, Rob is one to put that up. And it all came apart. The city actually had nothing to do with it, and they wouldn't maintain it. And then somebody is always saying, well, oh, so-and-so, they played ball over here, but nobody ever heard of them. We need their name on it. And we kept saying, the city has nothing to do with it. And once it came down, we put it in the bag. We notified the ones involved with it. They didn't want to fool with it. It was such shape. It was horrible. So,
It's not good.
when it was up, it looked good. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now, a lot of people.
That's open to the public, right?
Pardon?
It's open to the public, right? Saturday, November.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, come on in.
See, it never heard Johnny talk about getting started in racing. It's really a story to hear. He and this guy lived in this camper. They couldn't get a ride, didn't have any money. And it's out. Johnny found a piece of 2 before. He picked that thing up and put it back in that camper. His friend, I can't remember his name, I don't think he got a ride. And then they stop at a creek or a river somewhere, and they go in there, and that's where they bathe. Johnny got that piece of wood out, said, I put soap on it as a soap holder. But to hear him tell the story of how rough it was, how they almost starved to death and ready to give up and come back as a failure because they couldn't get a ride, then he got the ride. And I teased him once in a while about, well, yeah, you won 3, but one of them was under caution.
Did you start on River Road Boulevard?
Pardon?
Did you start on River Road Boulevard?
Well,
Running for the police?
no, him and Jack and several of them, they have clubs.
Yeah.
And most of the meetings is there in my garage, because I live, I bought the house from Johnny's mother. I picked up Clutch Springs and everything for years down there, and I've been there since the 90s. But, and I've got some pictures of that. If you go a step farther in this book, the den, the fireplace and all is in this book. So when I had that den redone, I had that all built over. The mantle's the only thing off behind my walls. The fireplace, the bookcases and all still there. Should somebody ever want to restore it, all they have to do is take the walls down and put the mantle up. But anyway, it's to hear his story. Then how he met Betty was something else, because he's in the wreck, she was a nurse. It's a shame that she's not, yeah, it's a shame she's still not here.
She was never gonna date a race driver.
Pardon?
She said she'd never date a race driver. Well,
Yeah.
she told us at the last, so,
Anyway, it's really something to hear him tell the story and go over what all he had to go through in order to get that right. Okay, Item number 18, consider approval of resolution 987-2019 requesting North Texas Council of Governments consideration for funding the completion of Mandarin Road connection from Roberts Cutoff to SH State Highway 183 River Oaks Boulevard in order to alleviate traffic congestion on Mandarin Road and create a new economic development opportunity for the city.
This is basically talking about and requesting that there's a limited pot of money for projects in this area. And it's to put our name first on the list when those come available, or to be included with the 183 corridor study that engineers are supposed to start just any day. But again, funding's not available for that yet either. This is in regards to additional funding for the future. However, they are trying to look into some other aspects of it as far as the designing and all that under this current one. They'll know more about that as they meet with Texas.
But if we don't do this, then we're not in line for the money.
Yeah, I talked with Dan yesterday at that RCC meeting. He said it'd be wise to do this to get our name up top of the floor.
Right.
I move for resolution 987. Requesting funds for Texas Council of Governments in consideration for funding of completion Mandarin Road connection from Roberts Cutoff to SH 183 for Road Boulevard.
Second.
Have a motion second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 19, consider approval of resolution 988-2019 adopting the Hard Friday voting system for providing an effective date. It's verity, not variety.
Tarrant County Commissioners Court has already voted to accept the contract with HART to purchase the new systems that will allow you even on election day to vote at another precinct in the county. You don't have to always come down here to the city hall. It works just like it does during early voting. And they demonstrated this system here a while back. There wasn't many of us there that actually went through it. But it's actually a very good system. And that is the upgrade that they're going to do. And they've asked all the cities that contract with them to enter into this resolution before their election cycle. And even though we're not having one in November, I want to go and get it done before, so it won't be anything in the way during our election cycle after the first of the year.
I was not able to be at the town hall that month. Is our paper ballot still going to be an option? Or is everything going to be electronic? Or
It's going to be electronic with the paper ballot backup. But his question is, if you don't want to use a computer at all, can you get a paper ballot?
That's a question I'll have to ask.
Well, I didn't ask you that night. I wish I had.
I don't have that answer right now.
Well, either way, I mean, it's not like, I would look forward to that answer, but.
I don't think I want to check this.
We still need to vote on it and move forward.
Exactly, so we need this, we need to be in line with the county on this, we don't really have an option, so I'll make a motion to approve resolution 988-2019.
Second.
Have a motion second to approve resolution 988-2019. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Staff update, Steve. Good ball game the other night.
It was a great ball game. The downside to it is we lost our quarterback, but
Tough to say, yeah.
we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
As long as you don't lose number 11, you're in good shape.
He might be our quarterback this year. We'll see.
Is the quarterback supposed to be out for the year?
Yes, he will be having surgery in the very near future. But he will be back next year. It's not good. And he didn't take a hit. He just kind of stepped wrong and
Yeah. I mean,
the pressure of it. And
he just went.
But with that said, we have 4 guys that are leading the district, so we should be pretty proud of our team. And this was